Good morning, folks. This is part 2. Today is February 11th. Just got down my building. It is pretty nasty out. It is cold. It is really raw outside. It's rained a couple days ago really good. Everything is wet and mushy. Just plain awful out. Well, yesterday we were working. Can you see that? Let me see if I can get you set up here. There you go. Yesterday we were working on the nose to my motorcycle. It had some cracks in it. Had some cracks where it got dropped. It's got some just fatigue cracks in it. You're looking at a 1996 motorcycle. I've had it for an awful lot of years. I mean, there's a perfect excuse right there. I have physically dropped it, never at speed, but stupid damn things, and I've dropped it and I cracked it. And I've repaired it many, many, many times. So, and the fiberglass seems to have set up pretty good. When I dropped it one time, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right in here I had a crack. That's where the windshield goes on. I got fiberglass resin into the crack, and then I put some fiberglass cloth in there. Had put resin in there. I roughed it up real good first with my die grinder and a ball stone. Laid some fiberglass resin in there, and then got a gel coat over that. When that dries, that'll make that plenty strong. And right along the bottom here, I did it as well. Can you see it? No, you can't see anything there. Oh, you fell over. Right along the bottom here, I did all types of fiberglass work. Not so much for cracks, but for this nose on my bike used to be 3 times bigger than this. And when I decided to strip my bike down and turn it into something else, I decided to cut the nose down as well. So I had to I cut the nose down and added this reinforcement in here. Now this is all going to get ground and rounded off and sanded and everything. But that little tiny nose, let me move it away from the edge, is going to be going on my motorcycle. But, I've learned a lot of things in the half a dozen to dozen videos I put out. One of them is this. This angle is great if I'm sitting there and I'm talking to you. If I'm sitting there and I'm working right in front of you. This is horrible for trying to do what I'm trying to do. This is my motorcycle. I'm probably never ever going to do this ever again at this angle. All of this subframe here, I made this. I did the nitrous, I made all these struts, I cut this muffler down, I put a lowering kit on the motorcycle to lower the motorcycle approximately about 4 inches. I don't have very long legs. And my wonderful wife bought me this motorcycle way back when we first got married, and I loved it, except I was always up on my very tippy toes. And that's part of the reason why I've dropped it so many times. So I decided to turn it around and turn it into this Mad Max looking crazy motorcycle. So I made this brand new subframe, and then I had to rework the inner fender to get the battery and all of the good stuff here to fit in there, to get all my electronics to fit in there, and the seat we ordered off of eBay, that fits something else. Then we had to make a fender pan to fit all this. And then I should have just kept going in the direction I was going, but no, what did I have to do? Okay, I had to make these crash bars. They don't make any of these crash bars aftermarket at all for my motorcycle. My motorcycle was the 4th generation of the VFR and the last of the VFR 750. So nobody was making aftermarket parts. So I made these crazy looking crash bars like these crazy kids have on their bikes. And then I got Delrin, and I made the little Delrin sliders here. So if the bike falls over, it falls over on the sliders, and it won't wreck the fairing the way I did before. So here's the seat. There's that crazy bracket I had to make. LED. That's actually the LED tail light, brake light, and directional. And that big massive tape right there is a module. So it blinks automatically. So I don't think we're going to do anything else with the fiberglass today. I think we're just going to let the fiberglass sit. I'm walking over here to my toolbox. I just got down here, folks. I just started the stove. The stove is just starting to get warm. Let's see. Miss Joe covered that seat for me. And in here, top of my toolbox somewhere, there's a souvenir of the nut that hit me, rear-ended me, and destroyed my trailer. Yep, souvenir. Everybody needs a souvenir. I don't know. I know I bought some. There's another crazy part I bought that will take me forever to try to incorporate this into my design. Oh! Here's one. See that little tiny thing? That is a LED directional. That's going to mount on the front of that fairing somehow and really not be seen except when you have the directional on. So that's what I worked on yesterday. That's what I'm going to work on a little bit today. I'm going to get the oil cooler bolted back up into place. And I got to take the stock directionals. I'm going to cut the heads off. Oh, I don't even have to. I'm going to unplug these and solder these wires into those LEDs. I've got to bolt my, let me see if I can turn you around here. I got to bolt my oil cooler back into place. I reinforced the bottom of that fairing that's going to go on the nose here. This goes on, it goes on with 2 screws on this side, 2 screws on this side, and then it's got a little cup on it that goes over this little rubber stubby, and I've done away with all the bottom mounts. So I'm going to have a couple of heavy-duty zip ties that are going to go through a couple of holes in the bottom of that fairing and just go around this bracket right here, which is the bracket for the radiator cooler. I mean, not the radiator cooler, the bracket for the oil cooler. and I think that'll be more than enough to hold it on there. I don't ride my bike very often, but when I do, it's going to look crazy. Yep. Look at the old guy on that stripped down looking race bike type looking thing. Yep. So that's it. God, I got to blow my nose. I've got to get some breakfast going here. Yesterday, off camera, I was... Well, let me sit down. Here's a good place. Oh, here's a good place right here. Plus, I'm holding the camera sideways. We're going to see if that makes a difference. It's kind of awkward. But anyhow, yesterday, off camera, I did that. I sanded the devil out of that thing, ground the devil off the corners, and all that. Any place you go to put that fiberglass, you got to rough it up real good so the fiberglass, which is like a super glue, adheres to it. Then you put the fiberglass cloth into it, and then you put more stuff on top of it, so it all becomes one. Well, as I was doing that, I ran up to Miss JoJo's garage, and she had a smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, chirping. I hate that chirping. There was even an AC-powered one, so I climbed the ladder, got out the ladder, climbed way up there, higher than I want to be, but got up there, put a new battery in it, still chirped. Climbed all the way back down, got another one, put the other one up there, bingo, okay. So I brought the one that chirps down here. It's funny the way this stuff, the way it changes color. See the color of this thing? This was snow white when I put this thing up like 10, 11 years ago. About 11 years ago, I guess. See the button in the middle of it? That was the color. Yep. This is a combination smoke and carbon monoxide detector. I've got a bunch of them. I've got them all throughout the house. I even have them down here. Yep, see the two white things in the background? Yep, I've got them down here. Got to be safe. So, I've got this down here. It's running over battery power. It runs fine. I don't know what's going on. So, when I hit the button, yep, hear that? It works. Now it's going to go through the whole sequence. Yeah, now it's going to go through the other one. One is carbon monoxide, the other one is smoke. Well, I guess that's it. Well, we haven't heard a chirp, so maybe I'll put that on the wall. I'm hungry. I'm real hungry. Oh! This is something I found out. We like Niagara brand water. We get Niagara brand water at the store. I've been buying it at the store for 10 years. Okay? I drink a lot of water down the shop here. I drink a lot of water anyhow. I don't drink soda. I don't drink alcohol of any kind and all that. Well, I usually have 6 to 10 cases of water. Let me see if I get you here. Piled up. This is me getting low on water right here. Yeah, let me move you. Here's the problem. Water. That water used to be like $3. Oh, it goes on sale for $3 per 30 pack. And that's when I buy about 10, 12, 30 packs of it. And stack it up here. Bring it home. Get my two-wheeler out there. Bring it in. Stack it up high. And we use it. Well, it's gone up to $4. I'm not paying $4 for 30 bottles of water. Not at this point in my life, anyhow. Anyhow, we went to Sam's. Went to Sam's Club. I am not a big shopper. I am not a big penny pincher or anything. I'm a little conservative, but I am nothing like my little sister. My little sister, Michelle, is the thrifty one in the family. My little sister was the one to tell me about this water. I went over, we went to Sam's the other day, went into Sam's, got water. This water here is the same price. It's about $4. Whoa, there you go. It's about $4 for 40 bottles. So you're getting, is it 40? No, I'm sorry, 45 bottles. So you're getting an extra 15 bottles of water for that same money. So I get it. We've got to turn down this blower here. I just smelled a little smoke here. Okay. Anyhow, I almost hated to buy a 45 pack because I don't want to drink water if it tastes like pond water. I don't want to drink it if it smells like fish were in it or something. But anyhow, I got the water, brought it in, cut it open, made a bottle of, well, I made a cup of hot chocolate with it. It was fine. Then I got brave and I cracked one open and I drank it. It tasted just like my Niagara. Do you know why it tastes like Niagara? Because it's bottled. I read the back of the bottle. It's bottled by the Niagara Water Company in the exact same place in Ontario, Canada. Who knew? Much better deal. I feel better, and I want to thank my little sister Michelle. My wonderful, wonderful little sister Michelle lives up there in Massachusetts. She also bought the piece of land across the street from me. And if you see my big wood pile out there, she's responsible for that because we've been cutting down her trees for firewood. Hopefully my little sister will be moving down here in about the next year and a half. She'll get to retire, move down here. But thanks, Michelle. You did good. Well, that's about it. I'm going to get some hot chocolate going here. Going to get some grits and some oatmeal going here. By the way, we bought grits and oatmeal at Sam's. I had already bought, here we go, that's better. I already bought 200 styrofoam cups at the dollar store. So I'm good for cups. I got another whole story about cups, but we won't go into that. This will take me all day to download this to the internet. All right, folks, that's where we are. We did accomplish things on my motorcycle this weekend. So I don't think I'm going to do anything to that nose today. I think I'm just going to let it sit and dry and get really hard. And let's see, I'm off again. Well, here's the thing. I'm working 3 o'clock every day this week. I can very easily come down here in a couple of days and grind off all those rough edges and do some sanding to that. And as far as I'm concerned, that nose is pretty much ready to mount back on the bike. I got to do something to my rear tire. I got a couple of leaks in my rear tire, and I've squirted some slime in it, and it's a good tire. It's got all kinds of tread, but I got leaks in it. And it's one of these things where if I bring it down to the local tire place that does my motorcycle tires, they're not going to be happy since I put slime in the tire. They don't like that shit. So, oh well, live and learn, I guess. So, that's it, folks. Thank you. This is the end of part 2. Thank you for everybody who's looked at my videos and subscribed. And it means a lot to me. It really does. Thanks, folks. Have a good day. Be safe.